am not. I was 18, fresh off of my Dream the Tour. And I was like, I can't say I sang Every Girl's a Super Girl last week. Like, I can't sing I was a bad girl this week. It doesn't work.
My job to give 100%, and I feel like, you know, I've been allowed to do what I love for so long. I love my job, so the least I can do is give my all.
JoJo Siwa just thanked Beyoncé, but that's not even the most shocking part. Beyoncé's influence is so immense, stars across genres are rushing to give her credit. Celebrities like JoJo and others aren't just thanking her, they're acknowledging a power shift. Tune in to find out how Beyoncé is transforming entire careers and who might be next. Breaking barriers and building bridges. Beyoncé's step into country music was groundbreaking, changing the landscape for many. Her move into this space brought something fresh and broke the usual boundaries of the genre. It wasn't just about her, it was a moment that reshaped the entire country music world. The ripples of her influence stretched far beyond a single genre, touching people in ways no one expected. But what nobody could have expected, not even Beyoncé herself, was that this shift would unearth a long-buried secret, threatening to shake the very foundations of the music industry. Rock Nation opened up opportunities that hadn't existed before. This chance allowed artists to see the music world in new ways, and it changed countless lives. It wasn't just about a record label, it was about rewriting the rules of the game, creating a path where none had been before. Beyoncé's album, Lemonade, needs to be called what it is, a masterpiece. It reveals a side of her that the public rarely sees, a deeply personal journey. The album shared her inner world, which people genuinely appreciated. It inspired many artists to look at their own creative process differently. Listening to Lemonade pushed musicians to be raw and vulnerable, to be true to themselves without fear. This album was a turning point, not just for Beyoncé, but for everyone who heard it. Music has an incredible power to bring people together, to bridge the gaps that words cannot. It's not just about sound, it's about the emotions, the invisible threads that tie people together. Moments like these, where music changes lives, are worth remembering. They remind us of why music matters. A quick note to Taylor Swift, there's nothing but admiration for all she has achieved. Watching her career grow has been an incredible journey, and it's only fair to acknowledge that her video was one of the best ever made. Giving credit where it's due is important, and in this case, that credit belongs to her for creating something unforgettable. Receiving an award today feels meaningful for reasons that go beyond personal achievement. It coincides with the birthday of Michael Jackson, a lasting inspiration. His influence continues to be felt today, and his legacy lives on in the work of countless artists. This connection makes the moment feel even more special, linking it to something much larger than one person. Reflecting on the start of both her career and mine, it's amazing to see how far we've come since the early days. From the first time people saw her perform, it was clear that she was something special. Singing, dancing, acting, she excelled in everything she did. Talent like that is rare, and it's something she's maintained throughout her entire career, charting her meteoric rise. Talent opens doors, but dedication keeps them open. Beyoncé is a testament to what happens when you combine raw talent with relentless dedication. She's proven that when someone has both, they can achieve extraordinary things. She's not just a singer or a performer, she's a force that brings people together and inspires them. Watching her journey has been like watching a natural phenomenon. Each step she takes is bigger than the last, and it's impossible not to admire her for that. She's shown the world what it means to be a true artist, always pushing the limits and setting new standards for the music industry. Pushing boundaries is what allows people to grow, and Beyoncé's work is a testament to what can be achieved when you go beyond what's comfortable. It's about striving for more, even when more seems impossible. Her career has had a profound impact, not just on the music industry, but on the lives of her listeners. Her songs are more than just entertainment. They are messages, emotions, and shared experiences that resonate deeply. This connection is what sets her apart and makes her one of the greatest artists of our time. A big thank you to her for allowing her name to even be mentioned in this discussion. It feels like the world almost demands that everyone gives her the respect she's earned. If someone doesn't, it's like they risk fading into obscurity, like those unread messages that vanish into the void. Okay, maybe that's a bit dramatic, but you get the idea. For celebrities, showing gratitude to Beyoncé has become a ritual, almost a tradition. There's been a lot of talk lately about this trend of thanking her, with people almost feeling obligated to give Beyoncé her due. It's not just a joke on the internet. It's something that people genuinely talk about. Debates, memes, and discussions have all come out of this. But this admiration didn't appear overnight. It's been growing over the years, especially after key moments that have stayed with people. One of the most significant examples of this was at the 2009 MTV Video Music Awards. That night, she and Lady Gaga were leading the pack with the most nominations, and it seemed like Beyoncé would sweep the awards. The event took place on Sunday, September 13th, and the stars were out in full force. Most people were sure Beyoncé would win the Best Female Video Award for Single Ladies. At that time, she was already the reigning queen of pop, so it seemed like a given. But things took an unexpected turn. Instead, it was Taylor Swift who walked away with the award for her video, You Belong With Me. This caught everyone off guard, including Kanye West, who decided to make his feelings known in a very public and disruptive way. When Taylor Swift stepped up to accept her award, Kanye West suddenly appeared on stage, took the microphone and said, "I'm really happy for you. I'll let you finish." But Beyoncé had one of the best videos of all time. The audience was stunned. It was seen as rude and completely out of place. Kanye had interrupted Taylor's big moment, and it wasn't his place to do so. He was escorted out of the event, and rumors circulated that he had been drinking. The whole incident was so chaotic that it remains one of the most talked about moments in VMA history. Now let's delve into the night that changed everything. The ripple effects of Kanye's infamous interruption. Even after the event, the backlash was relentless. Kanye's actions were condemned by people all over, including some high-profile figures. President Barack Obama even called Kanye a jackass for his behavior. Kanye later apologized on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno, admitting he was wrong. In an attempt to make things right, Beyoncé also invited Taylor back on stage to finish her speech, giving her the moment she deserved. The two even shared a hug, but some, like a writer from the Los Angeles Times, questioned whether the gesture was genuine or simply damage control. Why are we still talking about an incident from 2009, especially now that it's 2024? Because the music industry has changed dramatically, and more behind-the-scenes information has come to light. In particular, after Diddy, Sean Combs, was recently arrested, certain connections between celebrities became clearer. Diddy's relationship with Beyoncé and Jay-Z led fans to re-examine Kanye's actions that night. Some now believe that Kanye's interruption wasn't just a spur-of-the-moment decision, but was part of something bigger. Over time, the relationship between Taylor Swift and Kanye West also took an unexpected turn. Despite their rocky start, Taylor has thanked Kanye for what happened, and she even considers him a friend. Some believe Kanye's interruption actually helped Taylor's career by bringing her more attention. So was Kanye's outburst really just a coincidence? It's something to ponder. Meanwhile, Kanye West remains one of the most influential figures in music. The 2009 VMAs incident wasn't just about one awkward moment. It highlighted the power and influence of figures like Beyoncé, Jay-Z, and Kanye West. They are interconnected in ways that go beyond mere entertainment, and their actions can make or break careers. The power they wield is undeniable. And let's not forget Beyoncé, the center of so much admiration. She appears confident and powerful. Yet there are whispers that even she struggles with her own insecurities behind closed doors. Fame, even for someone as successful as her, is never as easy as it seems. Consider Aaliyah, a beloved singer from the early 2000s who tragically passed away in 2001. Only years after her death did details about her life, including her connection to Jay-Z, become public. The real stories behind celebrities often remain hidden until long after the fact. The secrecy adds another layer to the complexity of fame. In 2024, the echoes of that distant VMAs night still resonate, illustrating the complex and impactful nature of celebrity culture. The actions of figures like Kanye West, Beyoncé, and Taylor Swift continue to shape pop culture, leaving a lasting imprint on the public's perception of fame. These moments serve as reminders of the powerful influence celebrities have in shaping societal norms and values. Next, we remember a star lost too soon. The tragic tale of a rising star. Aaliyah was just 22 when her life was tragically cut short, leaving fans and the music world in shock. She was known to have a fear of flying, which makes the circumstances of her death all the more haunting. Some reports suggest that Aaliyah was reluctant to board the plane that eventually crashed, and some even claim she was carried onto it after taking something to calm her nerves. It raises an important question: why board a plane if she was so afraid? The mystery surrounding her final moments haunts many of her fans. Aaliyah's career was on the rise when tragedy struck. She had already made a name for herself, both with her music and her roles in movies, and her future seemed incredibly bright. Her sudden death left a void, and not long after, Beyoncé began her solo rise. Many wonder if Aaliyah would have reached similar heights, and how her continued presence might have impacted Beyoncé's career. These what-if scenarios are inevitable whenever a promising young star is lost. When Beyoncé launched her solo career after Destiny's Child, her success was immediate. Her debut album, Dangerously in Love, was a massive hit, marking the beginning of an iconic career. The timing of Aaliyah's passing and Beyoncé's rise led some to question whether Beyoncé would have achieved the same level of success if Aaliyah had still been around. It's an uncomfortable question, but one that has lingered for years. This brings us to the support Beyoncé receives from other artists in the industry. Many seem to go out of their way to praise her publicly, even in moments when they're supposed to be celebrating their own achievements. At the 2017 Grammy Awards, Adele won Album of the Year, but broke her trophy and dedicated her win to Beyoncé, saying that Lemonade deserved the award. Adele wasn't alone. Other artists like Lady Gaga, Lizzo, and even country stars have made a point of thanking Beyoncé in unexpected moments. Why do so many celebrities feel compelled to praise Beyoncé, even when they're the ones being honored? Some speculate it's a way to stay in the good graces of the industry. JoJo Siwa, a young pop star, once mentioned that thanking Beyoncé is almost expected if you want to stay in good standing. This raises questions about power dynamics within the music industry and whether artists feel pressured to acknowledge certain figures to advance their own careers. The complexity of fame. The internet is full of conspiracy theories about celebrities, and Beyoncé is no exception. Some of the more extreme claims try to link her to Aaliyah's death, though there's no real evidence to support these allegations. Fans dissect song lyrics like in J. Cole's She Knows, searching for hidden meanings that might connect to these theories. While most of this is purely speculative, it shows how celebrities are constantly at the center of both admiration and suspicion. Isn't it fascinating how fame can both lift people up and cast shadows of doubt? The higher someone climbs, the more people feel the need to question how they got there. For Beyoncé, her overwhelming success has made her a subject of endless discussion, some positive, some skeptical. Online forums and communities play a big role in spreading these theories. Fans express their thoughts, sometimes jokingly suggesting that thanking Beyoncé should become a mandatory practice for anyone in the music industry. These lighthearted conversations hint at a deeper question. How much influence does Beyoncé really wield? It's not necessarily that people think she's controlling everything behind the scenes, but her presence is certainly felt. The constant praise and conspiracy theories surrounding Beyoncé are part of a larger issue in celebrity culture. When someone reaches her level of fame, their every move is scrutinized, and people tend to assign meaning where there may be none. On one hand, it's a testament to her influence. On the other, it's a reminder of the burden that comes with being at the top. When you become as famous as Beyoncé, everything you do can be turned into a story. Whether it's a gesture at an award show or a line in a song, people are constantly trying to decipher if there's something more behind it. This can be both a blessing and a curse for those in the limelight. The relationship between Aaliyah's death and Beyoncé's rise in the music industry is a topic of endless speculation, despite a lack of concrete evidence linking the two. The timing and circumstances of their careers make for a compelling discussion. Fans will always wonder what might have been if Aaliyah had lived, and how the music industry might look different today. Is it possible for someone to be so influential that their presence changes how others behave, even when they're not around? In Beyoncé's case, it certainly seems so, as artists continue to publicly praise her, sometimes even at the expense of their own recognition. As the years go by, the speculation about Aaliyah and Beyoncé continues. Aaliyah's legacy is remembered through her music, while the mystery of her untimely death still intrigues her fans. Meanwhile, Beyoncé's career keeps soaring, and with every achievement, the conversation around her influence grows. These discussions, whether fair or not, reflect how the public engages with celebrities. It's a natural part of being in the spotlight, and it highlights the complicated relationship between fame and public perception. What do you think defines a true legacy, public accolades, or personal impact? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more discussions.